Hi, I'm Sarah, and I thought I'd pop on today and talk about intuition because I think everyone has intuition. It's, to me, your intuition is that first gut instinct, that first thought. It could be quite quick and come in quite quick and then disappear. Excuse the chewing gum. I should have taken the Irish on tap. And it's that first fleeting piece of information that it can come and go quite quickly without you realising it sometimes. So if you've ever done them, if you've ever done them tests where, guess the card, guess the picture, and the first thing you see maybe is, if it's like, if they are like, I don't think I've got. If they are like playing cards, and people have their playing cards out, and they say which one is red and which one, guess the card, and they take them off and they shuffle, and then they show you one, and they want you to guess the colour, and they say right, guess the colour of this, and sometimes you might have that thought of, or that flash of red in your mind, or that flash of a heart, or the feeling that it's a certain feeling, or just a knowing. You just know what it is, and it could happen so quickly, and then your mind kicks in and your ego kicks in, and you end up with another thought straight after, and it's the first one that is usually right. It's the first one that's usually intuition. And just in case you wanted to know, it was red. These are my little homemade Lenormand cards. Using playing cards, little tiny deck, because they're cute as fuck. But I digress. And it's that first thought, that first instinct, and it might happen with like situations that you go into. You might end up driving down a certain road, and you might think, your intuition, you might kick in, and you might go, right, I'm going to go this way today. You don't normally go the other way, but you decide to go the long way round instead of the route that you normally take, and you're not sure why. But then later on, you might end up hearing that there was a crash on the other road, or something happened on the other road that they shouldn't, that if you'd gone that way, you'd have either been in the middle of it or stuck in the queue. So your intuition kicked in and tried to get you to go the other way. It could happen as well the wrong way, the other way, where your intuition is kicked in and told you to go the other way, and then all of a sudden your ego kicks in and says, why do you want to do that? You don't want to go the long way round. Just carry on going the way you normally go. It's fine. Just go. And you go that way and you end up being stuck in this massive queue, and the road's closed, and then you're late for work. And if you'd have trusted your intuition and recognised it was your intuition and just followed it no matter what, then you would have got the right way. Yeah? I have a story around this. Back when I was 18, I'd passed my test. I think I was 18 or 19. I passed my test. And my mum went to my nana and granddad's. And that's still hard to talk about because they're no longer here. My mum went. And I was only 18 and 19. And I was still in bed because teenagers like to stay in bed, right? And I said, I wanted to go with her, right? And my intuition told me to ask her to wait and I will come with her, right? And to hurry up and, get moving and jump in with her. But I didn't tell her that. So she went. And my intuition was like, don't go. And I ignored that. And I drove there the way I knew, because I wasn't very good at directions and anything like that back then when I first started driving. Like, you're not, are you? And I took the way there that I knew how. Even though my intuition told me not to go, and ended up in a crash that nearly wrote my car off. Yeah? If I'd have listened to my intuition, then I would have either put my rush on and got in the car and gone with her, or I wouldn't have bothered going, If I'd have missed her lift and let her go and, and then got that intuitive message saying, don't go. If I'd have listened to that, I wouldn't have gone. I wouldn't have nearly wrote my car off. And it was a new car, I'd only just got it. It's one of those things that you might write off quite easily without realising that it's your intuition. And by following your intuition and by trusting and knowing what your intuition, which one's your intuition and which one isn't, it's going to change. It's more than likely going to lead you a way that you should be going, a way that you need to be going. And sometimes it means that we're going off path. Sometimes it means we'll take the long way round by following our intuition. But it's the way round we're meant to go. It's that thing, that instinct that we are meant to be following. And I think everyone has got intuition. And sometimes we struggle with intuition, right? And it's the same for me. Even now, I struggle to trust my intuition. So when situations happen, potentially life-changing situations happen, and like today, a potentially life-changing situation could have happened, and it could have gone one way or the other, right? The other way would have completely changed our lives, and not in a good way, right? And my intuition was, it's going to be okay. Everything's fine. Nothing's going wrong. Everything's fine. And then because I'm psychic, I get images and voices and stuff as well in my head, and I could see my family members smiling and happy. I see green light, like a green flash, smiling, happy family members. Voices in my head saying it'll be okay. Certain snippets of songs. The latest one was an Elvis song that I'd not heard in a while. Can't remember what the song was, but it doesn't matter one way or the other. Certain snippets of song telling me that it was going to be okay, and other things telling me it was going to be okay. But I was anxious. The intuitive part of me, that first gut instinct when I thought about the situation was, it's going to be okay. I felt a wave of calm over me. In there, my solar plexus is like your truth center. And there, that's where I feel it. I feel it in my gut as well. And that was telling me that everything's fine. Everything's going to be going completely fine. It's going to go the way I want it to, yeah? But my ego and the second thought that comes after my intuition and my logical brain kicked in, and it was like, what if this? What if that? What if the other? You know, imagine this, if it went the other way and this happened and then that would happen and that would happen, and before you know it, it spiraled into a big massive snowball of worry, of struggle, of all of a sudden from that one thought, you've lost your house, you're on the street and sitting in the middle of nowhere in a dirty field. And it's like, whoa, I'm gone. My intuition told me it was going to be okay. Turns out my intuition was absolutely spot on. It was going to be okay. And it's that intuition that we need to learn to trust, not just as women, but men too can learn to trust this intuition. And it's that intuition, that first gut instinct, that first thought, that little fly walking across my tarot cards. So there's a little, and that first gut instinct, that first thought, that maybe it's a vision you get in your head, maybe it's a voice in your head, whether it's somebody else's voice or your own thoughts, in your own head and your own voice. So it could be either. Maybe you'll get somebody will say something you'll see something on social media or a clip of video or synchronistic numbers like 111, 222, 2121, that kind of thing, that is telling you that, giving you a message that sometimes it's there to say, look, it's going to be okay, you know? It could be as simple as that. And or that song that pops into your head. And it's those kind of things that we need to be listening to, any coincidences. That I don't believe in coincidences as such. I don't think they're coincidences. A lot of things aren't just coincidence. They're not just something to dismiss. They are real. They are signs. They are our spirit guides, our angels, our loved ones on the other side that are giving us a message, helping us, guiding us, helping us to feel better. And it's by learning to trust that is, and learning to take the guidance from that intuition that could really start to change your life bit by bit, or give you a certain direction to go, or little action steps to take in your business that you might not even understand why at first, but there's always a reason why. There's always a reason why they're leading you that way, even if it feels like it's going out of your path. There's always a perfectly good reason for it. And it's not easy to start trusting your intuition. It's not easy to start listening to that voice. I've made mistakes by listening to that voice. I've made many mistakes since I've been learning to listen to my intuition. And I still do from time to time, right? And you will too. But it's about learning to trust it. And as you learn to listen to it, and even if you sometimes doubt the intuition at first, if you just follow it and see where it's going to lead, as it becomes more apparent that it's your intuition, that it was leading you the right direction, that actually by following your intuition, it's led you to something that is much better suited to you and to your life and better for you. And you're listening to those and it's guiding you. And as you follow it and as you move forward with it, you will realize that is your intuition. But you'll only realize that a lot of the time by taking the actions that it's giving you, by following it, by learning about how to trust your intuition, by learning how to follow your intuition and guide and taking those steps that it's giving you and guiding you towards. And yeah, that is all I have to say. I sort of made me think of Forrest Gump. You know, when you watch Forrest Gump and one of the lines is, and now that's all I have to say about that. Yeah. Either way, that is my 2 pence on intuition. Thank you for watching. If you like to see my stuff, if you prefer groups rather than pages, if you just want to join my group, click the link. I'm going to put the link somewhere. And click the link and join my group. It's a free group, free community on Facebook. You're more than welcome to join. And I will be so excited to see you there. Bye. Have a good day.